Flory Models daily vlog. Here we are on Monday the 22nd of February 2016, and I had a lovely weekend, thank you. Very relaxed. As I say, Saturday we made our way down to Cornwall. We're just outside Liscard near Pulpero, to our little cabin in the woods, and had a truly relaxing weekend with a little bit of a thing we'll talk about in a moment. But generally, thank you very much for everybody who mentioned about go off and just enjoy yourself and switch off and all the rest of it, which is great. But it is a bit weird when you've got no internet at all, no phone signal, no nothing when you're there. But as I did some data grabs here, there and everywhere when we were out during the weekend, and answered a couple of emails. I think I've answered everybody's email, but if I haven't, usual thing, shoot me up a PM or message me again and say, hi Phil, just in case, because you know what it's like. I have loads of junk stuff coming with the good stuff, and sometimes you tend to click on them on your phone just to delete them out of the way, because don't forget we get I don't know, about 150 with the junk stuff emails a day come through. So sometimes I'll read them and then I think, oh, we'll answer that later, and then it gets deleted and swiped away and all the rest of it. So apologies for that. So if you haven't had an answer to a question you've asked me over the weekend, shoot me again and I'll get to you. A couple of you had trouble getting into the site. I have sent the link for the backdoor key and all the rest of it like that. So you should be able to get in now and everything else from that. If you don't, then obviously hit me up again and I'll sort you out and we'll go through the motions of it just like that. But generally, no problem at all. Anyway, there is no video build up today, purely because I haven't had a chance to edit it, because obviously getting with all the emails and various bits I've done today, I haven't actually had a chance to get any editing done, but it will be. Obviously I was going to get up the last part of the MIG, but as I say, that will sort of fall back on its heels a little bit, and what I'll do, I'll get it up for you tomorrow, so you'll get that one up there, which maybe if I crack on with the actual doing the armour in the morning, do the weathering on with that and all the rest of it, I might get that one up instead, and then obviously the MIG will fall on a Wednesday. Something came up last week which was like a little bit odd, but I had a couple of people there were saying that, you know, it's just that Friday's too much. And you think, oh, right, okay, because obviously nothing went up and they're expecting tons up on Friday, and obviously it didn't happen. So a lot went up on Thursday, and obviously they'll get an email alert saying there's a video gone up, there's another video gone up, and another video. And obviously, as you might have known, on Thursday we had, I think, 5 videos go up, and they were saying it's filling in your inboxes and all the rest of it, which, you know, I think that would be a good thing, but apparently not. So what I'm going to do is slight change to how we do things. So Monday will always be a members video build will go up. So it'll be a 30-minute video part on whatever I'm working on at the moment, with the exception of today. Okay, Tuesday it will always be the Q&A or the live show, whichever way round it goes with that one. So it'll be me, either an edited version with Q&As with me in an afternoon, or it'll be a live show during the evening. Will be the first Tuesday of every month. Wednesday will be another full video build on something or other, whatever we're working on. So normally we'll have something like, you know, like we're doing at the moment here. You've got the MIG, which goes up on Wednesdays, and the armour's been going up on Mondays. Then obviously the MIG's finished, so that will be replaced now by the 787, and then the armour is going to be replaced by doing the Halifax bomber with the conversion on it. Okay, so that one will go in, and then we're going to have then something armour-ish is going to come up, and then so forth and so on. All right. Thursday, I'm going to put up one of the reviews now. Okay, so you'll still going to get a daily vlog with all of this, but that will be something will go up as a review on the Thursday, and then Friday another review will go up as well as me as a vlog. So technically you'll get me sat here every day doing these, and you're going to get something else. All right, so it'll be 2 things going up a day instead of being bombarded with 4 or 5 things on one given day. So obviously it spreads it all out a little bit more throughout the week. So that is basically how we're going to run. Also, I'm going to make up a little banner that shows exactly what happens, because I get a lot of people saying to me, oh, what's next? What's happening today? But basically it's video build, Q&A or talky thing, if you like, another video build, and then review, and then obviously other things get thrown in amongst it. Don't forget, we're doing a lot of redoing on things. So we've redone scribing, we've redone filling, redone sanding, and then we're going to obviously do things on standalone cockpits, working with resin, dry brushing, little techniques as well, washes and things like that. All right. Anyway, I must mention that it's sort of slipped under the radar a little bit, but we got the Dawn of a New Age SIG has started for the armour guys. So basically this is concept vehicles or operational vehicles which were around between 1915 and December 1918. Okay, so that's basically your era for doing that. So as long as it's in between those 2 times, you'll be absolutely fine to enter and everything else like that. Obviously it's been led with Steve, well basically the team these days and everything everything in. But that SIG is going to run until May the 28th, so you've got loads of time on that one. There must be an animal group build, the full one, which obviously medals and all the bits and pieces that go with it. That is going to be running until June the 19th, and they're the two current ones at the moment. Then obviously the SIGs change every 3 months, group builds change every 6 months as you make your way through, and all the rest of it like that. If you haven't sent me your details about getting your medal, send them to me, because to be honest, I'm doing them today. I've printed out everybody's little thank you, and I've got your sticker sets made up with your medals and your actual badge as well, the black badge, and they are going to start to go out tomorrow, because obviously, you know, I don't want to get bombarded down the post office, so I'm going to do them in country-wise. So the first one's going out, will be out tomorrow, will be the US lot, and then it'll be like, you know, the rest of the world, and then we'll come back with all the European ones, and then we're going to do all the UK ones. So the UK ones will be the last ones out, so you all roughly get them around about the same time, but they're all going to go out over the space of the week. I'm going to do 5 batches on top of the other orders that go out. All right, so they are going out. But if you haven't sent me your details and you think you qualify, send it to me. I'm not going to start name dropping who hasn't contacted me yet, but it's not many of you. I think there's only about 10 of you out of the 90 odd that are going out who haven't contacted me over the weekend with your details. But I have cut and pasted you all in. You've all been printed out, and I've got them all upstairs, all sort of getting ready to package up and do that. So I'm going to do the rest of those today. So to be honest, that's what I'll be doing a lot of the day, sorting those out. The 787, we'll do with the box over there now. Thank you for all the great feedback on the markings and stuff like that. A lot of you have mentioned about doing the 900 series for the 787 airliner. Now, there is a conversion to put in that extra, whatever it is, in scale world, I don't know, about 2 inches, but I could put it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a poll probably tomorrow that's actually going to be the outline of the build and what's going to happen with it, but also what markings you see it in, and I will include it. So we could obviously do a conversion. It's a straightforward, it's just a slot-in job in the middle, and away we do it like that. So if you did want to see that particular markings with that conversion, then shout. But what I'll do is I'll put up with the most popular, you know, basically remarks you guys have sent me and what you'd like to see, as well as some of the ones I've seen around as well, and you can vote on what markings you want to get them in, and that way by the time I've built it and done and we're into painting stage and that, we'll have a good idea of what is the winner, and we can get the decals in for doing those particular markings. Right, I do have to mention what this is. Now, this is quite a tale from the weekend. There I am walking around Pulperro. Now, Pulperro in Cornwall is one of the cutest little fishing villages you've ever seen. It's literally a car park at the top of the hill, and a stream runs through it with houses, and there's the cutest little fishing village you can ever imagine at the end. So I'm there with the dog and the family and all the rest of it and our friends, and we're walking along, and all of a sudden we get this strange look. Okay, and we get this look, and to be honest, I do get it a bit when I'm out and about, where it's people trying to work out, is that me? So obviously it was. So it was lovely to meet you, John. John was happened to live there. It's his village, and he was walking his dog and spotted to me, and he watches us all the time. And we had a little bit of a chat. He lived literally just up the road, so he took me back to his place and showed me his gear. He's got the beautifulest house you could ever imagine, and a great workshop. And he gave me this because it's a stalled project of his. Now this, it has to be showcased. To be honest, it wouldn't be fair not to. So what I'm going to do is, on the Q&A show, I'm going to get the cameras out and all the rest of it and show you in detail exactly what he's done. Basically, this is the old Esky kit that he's done a full conversion on to make, well, amazing job. Bearing in mind, it's had a little bit of damage. It's been, say, a stall project's been kicking around a while, but this metal work you can all see in here is completely 100% scratch built by him. He's an engineer, which, you know, anyone who knows is a thing I love, okay? But he's also scratch built the engine, and this is one of those things. I'm going to try and get the camera in here to show it as best as I possibly can and here, and really just show all this great details and work he's done. But this engine alone is like a life's work to do this, and it's just such a shame it's a stalled project and he's not going to continue with it. So he basically gave to me, he said, well, if you think whatever you can do with it, but I had to showcase this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some good photos of this and some stills and some videos and everything else like that and show you. And then what I'll do is I'll sort of play homage, because it's almost there. There's a couple of bits and pieces just need to be tidied up, but it's all here. We've got all the bits. He's done a load of other bits of scratch building for it and all the rest of it, and we can sort of put it together, put a good camo scheme on it and all the rest of it. and really turn this into something. But it's one of those things. He is such a nice guy. So thank you, John. It was lovely to meet you and all the rest of it. As I say, I just wish I had more time to, yap and do all things modelling. But thank you very much for giving us that. And I'm definitely going to do something with it. It's just such a shame that you couldn't take it any further with it, but it deserves to be shown and everything, because that engine down there is absolutely something else. So a big thank you. But give me a couple of months and I'm going to tackle this. And it's something I've never done either. I've never taken somebody else's project and then worked with it. So it'd be a bit alien to me, because I'm going to be terrified of doing anything to it. But to put this into practice, this thing weighs a ton, because this is all turned metal down in here, and various sort of, different materials of aluminiums and things like that down there. But to say it's an amazing piece of work will be an understatement. It really is. And as I say, it's got a little bit of damage. There's a couple of bits and pieces that need to be tidied up on it. But generally, he has basically done an amazing job on it. So I'm definitely going to be showing you a lot more about that one, especially in the future when we do a little bit more work on it. Tomorrow is Q&A day. All right, I've got loads of questions already. Post your questions in the forum, guys. You know where it is by now, and I'll get through as many as you can tomorrow. If you've got anything specific, as in, you want to know or be shown something, get them in earlier than later, because I tend to sort of might be able to pre-record those in the morning before we do the show, or I can certainly prepare for it. But if I get a question on something about airbrushing and things like that, and I've got nothing really here to show with it or to set up with it, then it might have to fall by the wayside, or we'll do it the next week. But if I've got a bit of time to sort of think about it and work it out, I'm going to show you, then by all means, obviously, I'll get them down here. So if you've got anything airbrush related or anything else like that that you need, stripping down, showing how airbrushes do various things, then let me know nice and early, and I can sort of get things arranged and sorted out for it, just like that. So there we go, that's it from me. Remember, get your details in about the medals and everything else. We're going to start to get them going out as well. Tomorrow I'm going to crack on and we're going to start weathering down actually on that beast, on the actual Terminator. Get some great weathering effects with it. A couple of changes I need to make to it as well on the paint. Need to get the barrel sorted out and the things. But generally it's going to really take shape with that one. So there you go, that's it from me, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.